All right, welcome to Chalk Room Podcast, episode 16, season 2, right?
Season 2, episode. Wait, is it still episode 16? If
Yeah,
it's season 2?
Yeah.
Episode 1 and season 2.
Oh, you just follow the continuation.
Just go and continue.
Okay, cool.
Because when we're like at 500,
If you're smart enough, episode 1.
Episode 16 or 1 of season 2.
You know we had to clean up the cobwebs in here.
Yep.
We hadn't been in this room in
a couple months.
Yeah, let's go over why. What exactly happened?
We broke up like
Who was distracted?
One Direction did, but we ran out of money, so we're back.
We had to sell a couple lemonades on the curb, on the little
pick up
sidewalk.
some, aluminum cans and shit.
Not even gonna lie to you all. I thought we were done.
Yep, we were about to sell
Just
all
like
the
you guys.
We were about to sell all the shit.
I seen a couple.
we started
paint the
losing
wall.
subscribers, and we were like,
It kind of hurt.
Yeah.
You know, because we're kind of limited, so we gotta have all of you guys.
And I don't know if you all let us know what change you see at the end of the video.
This was not my idea. So we're clear.
Spot the difference.
Spot the difference.
But you know
Anyway.
what? Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Man, what's today? Today's Sunday.
Sunday.
Trump got
Sunday.
shot yesterday. What
He got
fuck?
shot. Yeah, he got shot at. They missed. They hit markered him.
Yo, at first I thought it was I thought that shit was fake.
Yeah, 100. I thought it was fake.
I thought it was fake. I thought he was just like had somebody shoot some blanks and then go down and cut his own ear and stuff like that.
WWE.
WWE.
Well,
had
you
a
do know-
ketchup. Had a ketchup pack on him.
I say, bro, was at WrestleMania if I'm not mistaken.
He was.
Shit's crazy.
So
though.
he knows.
But then like somebody in the audience died.
Yep.
And
The
then
sniper, whoever shot at him,
they
died.
shot him. Shot the sniper dude. It's crazy.
Crazy as shit.
Well, it still doesn't take the fact that it could be staged.
I don't know. If somebody
I
died,
don't know.
that's
9/11
crazy.
was
That's
staged, so
you right. That was a couple thousands of lives that were sacrificed.
Conspiracy, CIA took out JFK.
Yep. Damn.
what
Shit.
does the shooter get out of this though?
Huh? They sacrificed somebody.
Yep.
You know, it's like cults. They sacrifice an animal, a person, or whatever.
Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah.
You right. Yep. That's
And
crazy
guess,
though.
And guess what? He wins the next presidency.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Like security.
It's locked in, bro. Because this shit's going viral like the Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
Hey, she's making money.
That was
She's about to start making money. They're talking all kinds of different shit.
she
Over
think
that,
She said she
though,
was
that's-
moving to L.A.
I mean,
But,
yeah.
Oh yeah, she done.
We just giving too much power to them like that. Not necessarily. We want that too. You know, we're just jealous talking shit. But yeah, we didn't get to talk about that because that shit went viral while we were gone. We were on a hiatus.
We were actually supposed to drop you guys an episode last
Tua.
week. Somebody
Yep.
didn't show up.
No show. So y'all, you know, we would have had some other shit already last week, but you know,
And
when
to
they
be
no
honest,
show,
we were thinking about hiring another co-host.
yeah, we're gonna get rid of this one. But then we were like, nah, he's the one who we use his phone to record the stuff.
He has an investment in the equipment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
fell
yeah.
asleep.
So how y'all been, man? How's life?
Man,
It's been
a
what?
while.
How long has it been? 2 months? 3 months?
It's only been 2 months.
2 months?
Maybe like a
Golly.
month and a half.
But it's counting.
It's been 2 months and what? Like 3 negative subscribers? Shit.
No, we didn't lose any. We actually gained some while we
Damn,
were away.
for real?
Yeah, we're
You know
like at
what's funny?
106.
You know what's funny though?
We're at
no, we're
106?
not. We're
Yeah.
at 103.
No. I checked yesterday. We were at 106.
I checked last night.
Yeah.
Did you?
It was
Oh, we lost
103 because
3
we
then.
talked.
Fuck.
Yeah, because he was showing somebody. Who was it? Who was we talking to about it?
Jordan.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
One of our homies. Yeah.
Hey, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll take another break.
We'll take a permanent break if y'all don't want to see us no more. Nah, but it's funny because people who like would watch would be like, "Hey, man, are y'all? What's going on? Like, when's the next episode coming out?"
Yeah, they've
We're
been
like,
asking. They've been
bro.
asking.
Like, come on, bro. You asking me to clock in, bro? For real?
You know, it has been kind of stress free.
Yeah. You know, waking
Little
up on
bit,
a
yeah.
Sunday because we record these on a Sunday. You know, I'm a little not hungover. I'm just my head hurts a little bit, so I'm wearing glasses.
Both of y'all went out last night, didn't you?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
didn't you?
I mean, it's crazy. Whenever you tell somebody, "Yeah, I'll be there," You know what I'm saying?
And then you're just waiting
just
and waiting.
don't
Actually, you can go
respond.
back to the text. I never said I was going.
No.
I heard other from the other side though.
Ooh.
I got my girl got text messages from the other half.
Remember, you come as a two-parter now.
She lied. I did.
Whoa! This is gonna be on the podcast, bro.
Okay.
Do you really want her to see this,
Nah,
bro?
It was my fault. You know?
Mister, I fell asleep. Oh, glass, bro. Always
not.
the same excuse, bro.
Always the same excuse.
Bro, I'm about to
Anyways.
hit 30 this year. I can't be.
What's that quote you say all the time, bro? Say it. Say it. Hit him with it, bro. Hit him.
It's not the moment right now.
Oh, I thought we were doing the crickets. It was. It was the you know the.
Yeah, I know. But he doesn't fit the vibes right now. He's being real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's. I think
I might
the
say it
quote for
later.
him is fake in quotations. Fake as
This
fuck.
is absurd.
You guys ever had a friend that makes excuses and lies to you because they don't want to go out,
Yo,
or they just stop responding?
all you gotta say is no. I don't want to go out. Yeah, you don't gotta lie.
Yeah, we won't be butthurt.
Right.
Not
We'll
gonna
just call
lie,
you a
We were
bitch.
gonna go out, but
We might talk
We'll
shit
bully
about
you.
you.
what
Yeah.
happened? Yeah.
Oh, so something happened?
Yeah. I
Damn.
just went to sleep.
Trouble in paradise.
No.
I've always wanted to say that. That's the only reason I said that. I see that in movies all the time.
Were you trying to pick a fight to go out? Like one,
Bruh.
like one of our mutual friends. One of our mutual friends.
Hey,
Just a mutual friend.
not this guy.
I don't know what he's talking about, but
He said it's too early in the stage for me.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, shit, what y'all been up to? Working hard?
trying to. But yeah, been on vacation. I think
Okay.
you went on vacation too, right?
A little vacation. It wasn't really vacation. It was like a little, I mean, a 2-3 hour drive to a city a
Nashville.
little bit bigger than ours. You know what I'm saying?
You was in Cali, weren't you?
I was in Cali.
That's a bigger
Yeah.
deal.
Weren't they? Wasn't it while they were doing that Pride shit?
No. Surprisingly, California not as gay as you think.
Not about the videos we seen on Twitter.
What? Oh, I mean, I guess there's. A
You
certain
know
group,
what I would expect to see in California?
You had naked men just slinging their meat,
Oh my, is that
okay,
really
but
true?
No, bro.
Oh.
Nothing like that.
bro. That was in Cali and in Canada.
There's a lot of Asians there. I'll say that.
Silicon Valley,
No, and
Oh.
everywhere.
So what's wrong with that?
It's crazy.
they're taking over, bro.
I guess like a lot of like the Asian tourists and stuff. That's where they want to come is to LA.
L.A.
Yeah,
Well, that's like Louisville getting invaded by Cubans.
that's true.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they see the power of LA. It's able to make you, star. You know, so I don't know. That's probably why they're gonna go there, or just the opportunity. It's a booming city, I guess. It's
Yeah.
always been. So
So why do you say it wasn't as gay as you thought?
I didn't see like.
what were you
hear-
expecting to
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, I don't know what you're expecting to see.
I don't know. You hear a lot of about like a lot of like LA's were like the hub for like the gays and the trans and stuff like that. But I think that's San Francisco. But I don't know. You don't see as many of them out. in
I
the
ain't been to
wild.
San Francisco, so
So the Bay is full of gays.
The what?
The Bay is full of
Oh,
gays.
for sure. Yeah.
Hey, it rhymes, so it makes sense.
y'all seen that TikTok where it's like that fruity cholo? That's what I would expect to see in LA.
In LA,
You know
not
what
a
I'm
lot
talking
of not a lot of cholos either.
For real?
Yeah.
You didn't go to the right spot.
Yeah, you did it.
Bro went to he stayed with the student.
You must have been on the
tourist
gay
spot.
side.
Yeah.
Bro was like, let me go look at all the spots on GTA. That's where I'm trying to be. Santa
That's where I
Monica,
was.
the observatory.
Stayed in Malibu. Malibu was dope.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. It's all the
Did you
And
go
you-
hiking?
And you flew
Yeah,
about
we went to
2,000 miles
fucking
just to
stuff
watch
like-
your team lose, right?
bro. I cut that out of the memory, so it's not even in the.
I mean, we've done that, been there, done that. We went to Vegas to
We went
watch
to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico get fucking
Yeah,
obliterated
yeah,
by
yeah,
USA. And then y'all went to go watch the game after that. So yeah. I mean, I've been
and
to
we
Cali.
missed the only fucking goal that they scored. The last 3 Mexico games, they haven't scored a goal. The last 3 Mexico games I've been to, I ain't seen a goal scored.
Nah, but I've been to Cali. It was actually pretty chill. I saw some cholos though, because I was
Well,
in
you
the
stayed
actual
at
city,
somebody's
bro.
house, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the hood. No,
He was on the right
On
side.
the east side.
yeah, I was on that. Where you hear the ding 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 ding. You know, Dr. Dre in the morning.
I think he was way off
Low
beat
riders
there,
and
bro.
shit.
I think he was way off beat.
No, man, but yeah. Man, I figured we have a lot to talk about since, we haven't done this shit in a while. But y'all, we're out here talking about some random shit. What you got written up here? Some Romanian.
Some Romanian MMA, bro. I was watching this video on fucking Twitter. I think it was Twitter, where one dude went up
X.
against two girls.
Correction, X.
Where one like big dude went up against two MMA girls, and he beat the shit out of both of them.
Bro,
it was hilarious. It's 1 versus 2 though. And then I saw another one where in the 1 versus 2, the girls had like helmets on and they were a little bit padded a little bit more. But then after that, I saw 1 versus 3. And they were bare knuckles, and they were
females.
Yeah, no headgear on or anything like that.
One dude versus 3 females.
But this guy was bigger. And then
what the fuck?
One like swinging kick took one girl out. It was the slowest kick I've ever seen. She was hilarious. Shit? Yeah.
I saw another video. It was apparently a UFC legend who was going against 3 like guys. They were smaller than him, but they like were going at him. He took them out one by one. And, round by round, like, they would be like, nah, I'm out. Then it ended up being, like, one last guy, and he, like, choked him out. Crazy as fuck, bro. They be coming up with some crazy shit over there, like the, 3v3, 5v5, when they just be fighting each other in one cage.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're okay with men beating one woman.
Golly.
Shit's crazy.
Meanwhile, here, people get canceled for that.
Yo, for sure.
So if you want to do that, you know where to go.
You think we're too sensitive here? I think
facts.
We already talked
United
about
States.
this too, yeah.
You said we already talked about this?
Yeah, we kind of touched on it.
We touched a little bit on
But
it.
if you guys haven't heard the new Eminem song, he does pretty much kind of point that out a little bit.
What does it talk about? Tell us.
I think it's on a decline though. I think we're getting a little bit more riskier.
Yeah.
Especially like TV and
Eminem was saying that you can't
TV,
say the F
movies,
word
music, and
to
stuff like
call
that.
people gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that hurts there.
I feel like we went through a little patch and it's kind of like coming down now. People don't care as much anymore. I think it was like a fad or stuff like that.
It was a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah.
So if I called you
It's funny because we used to sling those words around like all the time. Like,
we still do.
What's up?
Yeah.
We just got to do it in closed doors.
See,
behind.
It used to be if someone
To
like
each other.
called you out of your name, you just like beat the crap out of them. But now it's like you put them on camera and try to like make them lose their jobs,
Yeah.
which is a lot worse.
Lose
Yo,
your
just beat my
job,
ass,
lose your
dude.
friends, lose everything.
Yeah, just beat my ass. Don't take my job.
Talking about recording and shit. What's that conversation they was over there having at work and stuff?
Yeah, it was an intense conversation.
It
It was a lot. I was actually like thinking, I was like, maybe we should have them both on the podcast. Holy shit. Yeah,
Whatever.
that'd be gold.
Talking about white privilege.
Oof, yeah.
White privilege and black
So-
privileges, and if
so
it
this guy
doesn't,
over here-
does exist.
Yeah, I guess, like I said, it all kind of led to like the Breonna Taylor stuff and situations like that.
Getting pulled
Police
over,
brutality,
getting shot. It's a lot,
everything. So,
but it was a good conversation. I
Yeah.
think we all kind of
and ultimately kind of touching up on, hey, white privilege isn't really a thing. Even if a colored person can have privilege, it's just pretty much like where you come from and like you make it out and that kind of stuff. And some people being what's the word I'm looking for? Just being, I can't even think of the word, but like you keeping yourself in that place where you won't have the privilege because
like victim mentality. Like what do you mean? Like you limit yourself to that environment.
Pretty much like that. But like I said, but this dude, one of them was saying that he a white guy. He was living in Shelbyville, so he was speeding probably what do you say, like 80 or something, like 85.
Yeah,
And then there was a sheriff, I think is what it was,
a deputy or something.
Yeah, a deputy, so something like that. So he's on the road just flying with him on the Gene Snyder and everything, flying with him. So he's right there with him, because the cop is the one
Yeah,
he was in
said
front of him. No, he was in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, the cop was in front of him, but dude was on his way to Louisville, and he was driving behind the cop. But because the cop was going 80, he was going basically 80 right behind the cop. And he said that the cop started to slow down, so he would slow down.
Yeah,
so he was kind of like playing games.
Yeah,
with
he kind of leveled up with them because be like, if you're speeding, then I'm guessing I can too, right? But also trying to check him. And next thing you know, the officer ends up slowing down more, gets behind him, and pulls him over. Now this guy, okay, he's cool because he knows he was speeding, but also he knows that the officer was speeding because the speed limit's supposed to be like 65 or whatever the hell it is. Right. Well, it's coming from Shelbyville, it's 70, but if you're merging onto Gene Snyder, it eventually becomes 65. So he said he puts his window down a little bit. The guy's telling him, you know why I pulled you over? You were speeding, this and that. And he pretty much kind of like retaliated, saying like, do you know how fast you were going? He's like, I was behind you. I was at the same speed as you. He's like, yeah, but you were speeding. I can do whatever I want. And like the officer.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah, and the guy's coming. The guy was telling him, he's like, no, you can't. The speed limit is the speed limit. You can't, just because you're an officer doesn't mean you can do what you want. If I have to respect the law, you have to respect the law too. If you're not in a case of like an emergency where you literally have to just fly.
You don't have your lights on.
Yeah. So pretty much he's just kind of going back and forth at it. He was recording and everything like that. And eventually
he had his phone out recording.
Wait, is this the white guy that got pulled over?
Mm-hmm.
Only if you're white, you can do shit like that though.
See, that was the point.
Yeah,
hold on. That's where the whole thing was kind of headed because. Right. But here's the thing. What he was trying to make a point is that, how, of course, the different privileges is like if you're black and you're driving or you get pulled over, you can almost get pulled over for any. Because the biggest reason is that you're a different color. You're black.
The other guy,
right?
well, come on.
Yeah.
Him. He was like, he's like, you can line up 100 black men, and he was like, I can guarantee you none of them would do that. And the white dude is like, I'm against that.
He was just saying it's all based on how you act when you get pulled over.
Yeah.
You say, hey, look, here's my driver's license, here's my registration. You don't fight back. You don't mouth them. It's like, because a lot of times that's what you get. You get a lot of fight back, a lot of argument, and then that escalates things.
Yeah, it's the same. And then the things that kind of gets escalated, like I said, if it gets to the point where you get a gun pointed at you, now that they want to shoot you, because obviously that's kind of what it was kind of leading to.
It was a bunch of stuff. We talked about like school shootings, like like a lot of like why is it that a lot of like school shooters are white American, right?
Like Caucasian, man,
and they always come out alive after killing so many people versus a guy getting shot, getting pulled over. And then
he was talking about if it was a colored person, if it was a black man, they'd go ahead and shoot him on the spot. But like I said, I necessarily don't agree with that simply because the way I was explaining it to them, I was like, well, I think you were also touching up on it. Mm-hmm. I was like, if law enforcement comes into a situation, into a scene like that, and there's an active shooter, and they're successfully they're like pretty much face to face with the shooter. If the guy happens to drop his weapon and gets down on the floor, you're not gonna get shot.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah,
but if the camera catches it, you just went up to dude after he surrendered and you shoot him, bro. You're gonna get in trouble for that.
Because their job is not to kill people.
Yeah,
it's to stop the crime. Is what it is. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. But
like they don't take the law into their own hands. Is what it is.
And then, in the time that they would have to shoot is if they happen to get to the scene, and they're getting shot at. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, I gotta take you out.
Yeah.
But he was saying that if it was just a black man, a colored person, even just any scenario, they would still get shot. Which I don't necessarily think that's true.
Right.
I mean, I've seen obviously and then some of the guys that were there, they're black also. They were like, well, you see all these videos of people getting shot. I'm like, but those are the videos that make it to you. Those are the videos that are viral. Those are the videos that get because I was like, look, here's the thing. How many people right now do you think are getting pulled over right now as we're talking about this shit in Louisville right now? Yeah, there's a bunch of people getting pulled over on a daily.
There's so many things going on
Mexican,
that you don't hear about.
White, black, none of that shit's ever gonna make it because they either follow the rules. They here's my registration, here's my license, give me my ticket so I can go to work. You know what I'm saying?
My hands are visible. You know what I'm doing. I'm not going after anything.
Exactly. You're not gonna see that shit because it doesn't make it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
And the ones that make it to social media, are the ones getting recorded because now they want to outsmart the law system, but also yes, there are people in the law enforcement field that do taking advantage of
Exactly,
their power.
yeah,
Well, it's
exactly.
like I said, in this case, what our coworker was saying that he was trying to correct the deputy, and eventually it led to him reaching out to like the supervisor, lieutenant, whatever.
I didn't
And-
know that. I didn't hear.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
he told us all that.
That's
Yeah, I think
crazy.
you went away.
Damn, he
Yeah.
like brought out the
he was a
Yeah.
Karen. Well, was a
Where's
Karen.
your manager?
Well, he called up there like to the their police department, and he's like, hey, I was pulled over in this situation.
What's
Pretty much
funny is they
explained
don't
to him
don't give a fuck.
and everything about that. And he had he told him, he's like, I got the video and everything still. He's like, I'd go ahead and like I would make it public. But if you can get that deputy to apologize
He
to me,
blackmailed him, bro.
yeah, he's like,
I
he
just
said,
thought of that shit.
if you can if you can have the deputy reach out to me and apologize for what happened, because he knows he was in the wrong. He's not supposed to be speeding and taunting me or anything like that. He's like, I was just trying to check and make sure he was doing his right thing, because there's people that take advantage of their power
Honestly,
when they're on that side.
honestly, we need people to check the police, and I'm okay with it being white people.
Yeah, see, and like I said, and the deputy actually ended up calling him and apologizing for that.
For real?
So he
What
deleted.
the fuck?
So he deleted the footage, and he was told by a lieutenant the guy actually got demoted and
Get the fuck.
yeah, he got like some sort of
what?
suspension or something like that, like penalized.
Holy
for that.
shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell
Stand together.
yeah. Hey, he did it for Twan.
But see, and like I said,
It's cops like
for you.
It's cops like them.
and see, like I said again, that's what I was saying. Is like just like in the situation, like I said, if there is like a mass shooting, like I said, there's a way how it gets handled if somebody drops their weapon, and there's a way if
Yeah,
somebody's
for
like
sure.
attacking.
Here's the thing.
back.
I mean, I've seen the videos that I have seen. It's like, you know, they're asking for your registration, your license, and you don't, for one, you should know that you don't move your hands until they tell you you're,
Yeah.
because, you know, if they see, I mean, back then, I guess it changed now because, you know, they're all more skeptical because people now have guns left and right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to move yourself or at all, or start looking for your shit
Yeah.
until they come up to your window, because they
And
think
usually
you're
what they
looking
would
for a
ask
gun.
is, do you have any weapons in the car? That's
Yeah.
what usually now like one of the first questions they'll ask you.
Yeah.
And if you lie, bro, you're making it worse for yourself. At
Yeah.
that point, you know what I'm saying?
We actually had this conversation about privilege at work. Well, we have a black coworker who was arguing with this with the white one. The white guy, his grandpa died.
Okay.
Left an inheritance for him. It's like in the millions or something like that. Fuck. So it's
He work with you?
yeah. So
Hey.
the
Where you live?
well, the black guy was like, well, you know, he's like, that's white privilege.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not. My grandpa worked for all
See,
that
and they
money."
kind of touched up on that too.
But hold on.
Hold on.
So he's like, well, yeah, well, my grandpa couldn't use the same bathroom as your grandpa.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't drink out of the same water fountain as your grandpa.
Mhm.
And then his grandpa's parents were slaves. So it's like it's that recent. Like
Yeah.
it's that recent where like they were slaves and they were segregated and stuff like that. So there's no
Yeah, keep going. You gonna finish? I'm gonna
there's no privilege. There's no room for colored people to grow privilege in this country as of yet.
But here's what I think. Okay, what do you expect them to do? Do you
Right.
expect a grandpa to leave his inheritance so that you can donate it to the ones who don't have privilege? At the end of the day, it's the same thing for
that's
even
also-
the people
yeah.
back then. Like back then, there was rich whites and there was poor whites, excluding the slaves at that point, right? You had rich white people and poor ass white people. You know what I'm saying? Like those people could also say the same thing. Shit, my parents were poor. They never got the opportunity to. I mean, it's just like rich and poor people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like shit. I mean, I already know. I mean, both my grandpas passed away. I ain't got shit from them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit here and complain about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So
Like I'm gonna look for it for
Yeah,
myself.
see,
you know what I mean?
and our coworker, like, again, the one that had that situation with the deputy, he was also saying that in today's age, it's literally a choice. Like privilege shouldn't be a thing, because especially like with how much there's Black Lives Matter things and things like that. If somebody wants to go to college, succeed and everything, like there's so much shit out there that you can take advantage of
That's also
to put you there. But there's also a lot of people that don't take
It's
advantage
still-
of that stuff
Well, and,
to be able to get up there, because
Well,
they just get so comfortable where they're at.
and that I don't think it's necessarily an advantage. Like they don't take advantage of it. A lot of the times they don't know. They don't know about it to be able to take
Yeah,
advantage.
and that's
of
what I'm saying,
And it's just
that's
what
part
it
of
is.
like kind of getting
Yeah.
comfortable where you grew up at, because one, your family, your parents whatever it is doesn't know any better, doesn't know how to teach you, or also you're still just following the path of what you know in that little area, so your mind doesn't expand.
I don't think you heard this when we were talking. It was me and another coworker of ours, but I was like, because I knew where he grew up. He didn't grow up in the hood, right? He grew up, because his parents were able to get out of the hood to provide them with a better life. But I was like, so you're not from the hood, right? And he was like, nah. I was like, then why do you act like you're, or you like to go back to the hood? You know what I'm saying? He's like, it's just, you're not supposed to forget about where you're from. I'm like, well, that's the point. You want to forget about, where you're from, not necessarily forget about it. Like, hey, I was poor and that's how I grew up. But you want to not, at the end of the day, you want to get your kids away from that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, at the end of the day, you want all those people to come up and thrive. You know what I'm saying? But if you're, you know what I'm saying, it's just how, like, the environment that you're in. Like you're saying, if your kids grow up in that environment, how are they going to grow up to think? You know what I'm saying? Versus an environment that you've given them to where they have the opportunity, they have the knowledge of all these things that they can take advantage of. The last thing you want is for them to go right back and figure out, hey, I can make money I can make money a faster way doing this because they're doing that at that location versus, hey, man, I'm going to go to college, go to school, graduate, get a degree. It takes a lot longer, but once you get all that, and you graduate and you get a career, then you'll start making money versus somewhere else where I can make money today doing this and doing that is not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of where I was like, you want to forget about it. Cause I'm like, look, my parents grew up poor. They grew up in a tin roof ass fucking house made out of aluminum fucking roofs. Right. I don't want to go back to that. I'll never go back to that. The last thing I want my son to see is that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't want my kid to be like, I'll be like, that's where you came from, but you'll never do that. You'll never live like that. I was like, cause I can teach you how to be away from that. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Like, your grandparents came from that. Thing. Exactly. They brought me up in this. Now I'm gonna lead you to get farther away from that.
Exactly. I don't want you to see that shit. I don't want you to acknowledge it. Now, obviously, no, like, hey, if I can ever help those people, then you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I help them? Not giving them stuff, but teaching them knowledge of how to do it themselves.
Like I said, that's the same thing. Like I said, just going somewhere else.
This
and
became a good conversation, by the way, just letting you know.
Like I said, kind of like
what's funny is we're in the middle because, we're not white, we're not black. We're still not wanted, but,
but like I said, but pretty much like what you're saying is like even like I said, that's like you just keeping your culture alive, but you make sure that you're still living your way and adapting and whatever, but you make sure that you still appreciate your culture. Yeah, exactly. That's what that is. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go back to those to, I guess, affiliate with like the lower ends of the stereotypes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I get it. Like, in Mexico, you have culture, right? There's things that your grandma teaches you, how to think and do. But at the end of the day, you don't revolve your life around those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep them, like, in your pocket, back pocket, like how to do this, how to do that. But you don't.
It's all about learning
revolve your life around that
shit.
You're like,
absolutely.
Hey, how can I keep this mentality and this culture in my head, but also grow, become more. So yeah. I don't know. What you got?
I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, it's just being a good person and teaching. Like, even if you reach a certain status and stuff like that.
For sure.
You have to show them how to be a good person.
You got to go back to your community.
A lot of the things that come with privilege is expectancy. So, like, if you grew up with the privilege and you have that privilege and stuff like that, you expect a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you expect people to treat you different. You're expected to isolate yourself from these other people because they're not like you and stuff like that. And that's where it can kind of get rough a bit, I would say.
He mentioned that when he was like, you got these people who, their parents grew up rich and stuff. But at the end of the day, those same people can also become crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not limited to just a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be rich. You could have an inheritance of $20 million. If you can't stay away from crack, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're fucked at that point. Like, what do you really know how to do with that money? You know what I'm saying?
I think the whole goal is to have like a lineage and progress as each generation comes in. You don't want it to go backwards.
It's like this is the bottom tier, right? And the way that we are right now, it's like bottom tier, top tier. and we're doing this right now.
Right. Yeah.
Versus bottom tier, top tier, and both kind of go up. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
See, and I think, like I said again, I think one of the issues about that, going to another conversation that we had with one of the other guys when I think I forgot what we were talking about, and then you were like, why are you acting like a gangster?
Yeah.
And dude, immediately he's like,
why? That's racist.
yeah, that's racist.
I was like, what? No. So you can be white, Mexican, and black, and still be
That right there is, it's like you're locking yourself for like thinking that that's only meant for like your kind, for your people.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's
he after we explained it, he was like, okay, I see what you mean.
yeah. Because we was like, how's that racist? He's like, you call me a gangster.
And the only reason that came up is because during the whole conversation we were having before, he was used as an example. He wasn't even there. He was like, he went to college. He's in college. He's got a bachelor's degree. He doesn't have to work here. He can work anywhere else because of, how he is and who he is and what he's done to elevate himself. That's kind of what came up. And, whenever he was there working, it's like, I was like, bro, why you over acting like a gangster? And he was like, that's racism. But that's kind of where I was coming from. I was like, act like, you're a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because obviously, like, it's just like when you go to a rich person's house, you don't want to sit there and, like, eat food with your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's not, they're not going to do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to grab a fork. Etiquette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to present yourself. Because if you show up to a job, let's say an interview for a high-paying job, the last thing you want to do is show up with a T-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
relax
Like, that's kind of that same thing. Like, that's, you just got to,
you
like,
act the part of where you're at. It's what it is.
Act the part, be the part.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is. Like I say, you can't just believe that one thing is only meant like for like yourself or your people or your color or whatever you see it as. Because, like I said, back to that example, like I said, the gangster thing, like I said, calling races. Anybody can be a gangster.
Yeah.
There's nothing that has to do with color with that kind of stuff.
And I brought this up. This is a conversation that I really liked. And I wanted to get back to it with the people that I talked to, but they're not, one time, and this is a while ago, is me and two other, like my supervisors or whatever. We were talking about it. One of them grew up, in the hood. Mm-hmm. Made it out or whatever, found out all these ways that you can make more money the right way, whatever. And started working at the place, and then became a manager, became a whatever, just kind of kept going up. Now he has his own location. Yeah. Right. And then the other manager was like, well, you got to go back to your community and do this and that. And you ended up using me as an example because they asked me a question. Right? Because it was like, you being from, Mexico or whatever, like, how is it, like, do you think it's fair that these people or the people like you get more help than the people from here, from our own country, right? And I'm like, what kind of assistance do you think I got, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think I got? Free college? You think you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think I got more than what those people got? I mean, I don't think I got much other than the opportunity to be able to work here legally. You know what I'm saying? And, the other guy was like, exactly like what he's saying. Why is it that somebody can come from a completely different country to a whole nother country, not know the language, not know, shit, not
the people,
just themselves, nothing about this
absolutely.
entire country, and still come out on top. And people from, you're talking about what, 5 to 6 miles away can't do the same thing. They should be able to. Like, it should be easier for them to do it. But it's the thing is that their mentality and how they've grown around the environment that they've like, they're it's like they're
and
trained
they get so
to just
upset with
stay
those
there.
people that
And
come in.
exactly. And I'm like, bro, and then that's kind of what I was like. I was thinking. I mean, it had me thinking the entire time. Like after I left, I was like, how much help have I actually had? You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've had very much help. Like everything that I've got is because I've wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've looked for ways to get it. And that's kind of, I was like, and we never got back to like, okay, so, what do you think after this? Like after me telling you that, has your views changed? You know what I'm saying? But I brought that up. I was like, like, how is that a possibility? Like, why is it that, that person is still living in the hood or not taking advantage of the resources that they have But, you know, my parents or me or whatever came from a completely different country, not knowing the language. I mean, you even got people like a lot of Cuban people, like he said earlier, they're coming to the United States. Bro, these people are doing shit quick, man. They're not out here just, they're not getting here, you know, filing unemployment, or they're not getting here and going to work at McDonald's. They're not here for that, bro. They're like, we lived a shitty life over there. When I get here, I'm going to make the best of it. You got a lot of people within 2 years, they got their CDLs. They're making $100,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know what they want. They want to get out of that. You know what I'm saying?
And then they vote anti.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's what's crazy. I said that the other day. I was like, it's funny because when they get here and they have the opportunity, they want everybody else out except them. I'm like, what the fuck? That's
and it's
bullshit.
completely what they was running away from.
Yeah.
And
Do
everything.
you think a lot of like the anti-immigration political views and stuff like that comes from envy?
Probably. I think so.
It's a pretty good question.
Hold up. What's the definition of envy?
Like,
I was trying to think about
you're
it. as you
envious.
said.
Envious,
Like,
yeah.
like you're envious of what they have, right? They were able to make the most out of the same opportunity that you have, and you weren't. So now you want them out.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, that's definitely the
I
case.
think,
and that's what I was saying when he was saying that, because like I said, it's just people that get upset because, like I said,
they weren't able to do. Yeah,
Like the whole
that's
take
what
my, you know, they come here and take our jobs.
Damn it! It goes
How? Like, why? Were you not being as productive as that person? I mean,
Yeah.
of course you're going to lose your job to somebody. That's how jobs are.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a competition, bro.
I mean,
If he's better than you, he's, of course, is going to become a manager. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, I mean, most businesses, you run them with wanting to run a good business, right? So you're obviously going to pick whoever's the best for your business and stuff. So it's not because he's Mexican or it's because he's Hispanic or anything. It's 'cause they're hard workers.
Mm-hmm.
seeing you guys have had the opportunity to be able to work legally.
Yeah.
Like I said, because that wasn't the case with you guys growing up or anything like that, which is, like I said, with obviously the people that are born here but don't work or anything like that. It's literally just going in and applying for a job. And
I'm not going to lie. Can I be honest? I was very envious in high school. You know, now that I know the word. I was very envious in high school, my junior year, my senior year. When people were, you know, they were meeting with their counselors and they were like, hey, you know, like, you know, we're going to have a FAFSA meeting here, guys, for I think it's changed a little bit now. But when I was in high school, you know, we're going to have a FAFSA meeting. If you guys have any questions, bring your parents. I knew I wasn't part of that shit, bro. Like, I knew for a fact, I was like, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of this shit. Because the number one question is, are you a citizen of the United States? And you're like, no. All right, you're automatically out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're like, you got all your peers, you know, in school, and they're signing up for, you know, help to go to college. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm going to have to pay for this shit. And I'm probably the poorest motherfucker out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. But nah, it's just, I know for a fact I was envious.
I guess each group has
y'all, bro. I ended up getting a scholarship from the high school though. So
I guess each group has their own struggles, but the white people have the less amount of them. That's what I'm saying. They have struggles too, but less.
is white privilege real?
man, the only struggles that white people got is bankruptcies, man. Come on now, shit.
Sunburns.
Sunburns.
Imagine turning orange after being out in the sun.
I'm not gonna lie, my legs are peeling right. That's why I'm not wearing shorts, is because my legs are peeling from the sun.
You got sunburnt on your legs?
But dude, my legs.
You must have been hella white down there, bro.
Black. Look at that.
Bruh.
Bro, hide those legs.
I know.
Bro,
Damn, that was a good conversation.
Yep.
It's probably our best one.
Yep, for sure.
I don't think we're gonna
We
top.
were a little bit more engaged. All this other shit, it's by the time we talk about it, it's gonna be already too late. So
You know, the beginning was more like foreplay, a boring foreplay.
we trying to get a hang of this shit, man. For real. Like, we supposed to come in and like talk about this like that. Like, we need to talk about those conversations.
But I know hopefully we
Sensitivity,
can get some more
man.
people to watch this shit. This
Yeah.
shit, it was.
Yeah. And we are gonna see, you know, we're still we're prospecting for guests. You know, we love to have guests here. It's actually fun. We, you know, get a whole new a whole new view of thinking, if it's not the same as ours, you know. We like to learn that shit, you know.
Definitely.
You know what's crazy is this shit wasn't written on the.
It wasn't at all. I don't even know how he brought it up,
Yeah,
you know.
Kind of came up.
It's like you know, like just, you know, when you light a flame and it just keeps going.
How do we go from Romania, one dude versus two girls, to
Shit, I don't know.
You
But
know
it
what's
was
funny when you wrote that, dude? No, like as I'm, like watching it, and we're recording right now. I thought of the two girls, one cup.
that's what I was thinking.
Younger generation, do not look that shit up. Just letting you know. Warning, fair warning.
Look it up. Two
Don't
girls,
look it
one
up.
cup.
Don't look it up.
Look it up.
Fuck.
2 girls, 1 cup. I've never watched it, but look it up.
He's cap. Then why would he say? Why would he say
Because
that?
everybody talked about it when we were in middle school,
Ah, okay. So they described it to you in detail.
and that's why I didn't want to watch it.
Fuck, man. I watched it, bro. I remember
So
the
you were
day
s-
that I watched
So
it,
you're
dude.
scarred.
Hell yeah, dude. I was eating, bro. I was at
Oh,
my uncle's
God.
restaurant. And, we were all like hanging out. We're like, yo, look at this video. I'm like, what? Who the fuck showed it to me? I think it was one of my cousins, my older cousins. He was like, watch. I'm like, bro, is that chocolate?
Leave it to the imagination. Watch that shit.
Shit was wild.
Some exciting stuff coming up. You guys excited for Olympics?
Man, I was thinking about ending this shit, man.
All right, before
Yeah,
we
where
end
it
this,
has been
before we end this,
All right.
Bro ruined it.
Today's Sunday. Today we got 2 finals.
2 finals, the Euro and the
The
Copa
Euro and the
America.
Copa America.
Let us know if we got it
By
right.
the time this is out, we'll know who's
won.
right. So prediction for Euro, prediction for Copa.
Euro, definitely Spain. They fucking killing it the entire tournament. England fucking struggled. They didn't do shit. They got lucky that they made it to the final. Although I'd like to see them win, because Bellingham and, but still, whatever. And then for what? Euro?
Copa.
Copa America. That, Colombia. Yes, sir.
Colombia to win. So
Colombia, because the bartenders at Coconuts was wearing Colombia shirts. Yes, sir. But I want them to win. Fuck Messi.
who you got?
Spain and Argentina are taking it.
Why? What do you think? He hasn't watched a single game.
One, Spain.
I got England winning it.
Nah.
England's gonna struggle. So
And
here's
then
the thing.
fucking
Here's
hit
the
a
thing.
penalty in the 89th minute.
Here's the thing about England is they don't concede many goals. They can't score for shit, but they don't concede many goals. And last game they played Netherlands. They went down a goal, and then they played the best football they've ever played in their lives. I think England's gonna win it. They'll struggle for sure. They're gonna win it.
All right, yeah, we done with your
Don't say-
bullshit.
Don't
forget to
I
like,
want
subscribe,
Colombia to
and
win.
share this shit.
Argentina's gonna win. 'cause
We'll
it was
be
set up
back.
for them.
With your
Hummus.
weekly episodes again.
Team Hamas.
Team Hamas. Yep.
Is it weekly? Because I'm going to be on vacation for them.
Shit.
Anyway, so
Check
yeah.
back periodically. Every now and then.
Do the like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just let us know how we doing, if we can do better, what we can do better. And then also do the little ring, the what's that fucking
Notification.
is that what it is? The little ring bell thing.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know every time we get a new episode out. But yep, thank y'all. We missed y'all. We'll be right back on track.